Hey, Sora, check this out. I finally finished building my Gundam model. Looks cool, right?
Whoa, not bad. You know, I heard. The head design of Gundam was inspired by traditional samurai helmets. It does look pretty powerful.
Well, speaking of powerful, there was actually a real-life warrior who was just as strong as a Gundam. And this guy lived about 900 years ago.
A warrior as strong as a Gundam? Wait, who are you talking about?
His name was Minamoto no Tametomo. He was a part of the Genji clan, and was like a superhero in the late Heian period. But before we get into that, let me explain what the Genji were.
I've seen the name Genji in history books. But what kind of clan were they exactly?
The Genji were a powerful clan of warriors descended from the Japanese emperors. They played a huge role in wars and politics back then. The most famous one was Minamoto no Yoritomo, who established Japan's first true samurai government, the Kamakura Shogunate.
So, he's the guy who started the Age of the Samurai. And what about Yoshitsune? He's a Genji too, right?
Yep, Minamoto no Yoshitsune was a legendary general, known for his brilliant tactics. And get this, Yoritomo and Yoshitsune were brothers. But today we're talking about their uncle, Minamoto no Tametomo. Tametomo was the son of Minamoto no Tameyoshi. And that makes him the uncle of Yoritomo and Yoshitsune. And get this, the guy was a giant. He was almost 2 meters tall, around 6 feet 6.
2 meters? Weren't people in the Heian period like 150 centimeters, around 5 feet, on average? He must have been a literal giant.
Exactly. And that's not all. Tametomo's left arm was 12 centimeters, about 5 inches, longer than his right. Which made him perfect for drawing a bow. Tametomo really made his mark during the Heian Rebellion. It was a war where the emperor and the retired emperor were fighting over who was more powerful.
Wait, the emperor and the retired emperor had a fight? That must have caused quite the stir. So, the Genji got caught up in that mess?
Yup. And the Genji themselves were split. Tametomo and his father sided with the retired emperor, while his brother Yoshitomo sided with the current emperor. It was like a full-on family feud.
A family going to war with each other? That sounds like a plot twist straight out of a drama. So, how did Tametomo fight?
Well, Tametomo was basically a one-man army. His weapon of choice was a bow so strong, it took 5 people to string it, called a gananbari.
That's no ordinary bow. So, what did he do with that monster of a weapon?
With that bow, Tametomo sniped enemy commanders one after another. His arrows were so powerful they pierced through armor, and even skewered the soldiers standing behind the target. It was like the Heian period's version of a sniper rifle.
Whoa, taking out enemies from a distance like that. No wonder people thought he was invincible. But did he really shoot at his own brother, Yoshitomo?
You bet. He fired an arrow straight at Yoshitomo's helmet. And get this, he only hit the metal rivet on the helmet, shaving it off. Talk about precision shooting.
That's some serious skill. And he had no mercy, even for his brother. What did Yoshitomo have to say about that?
Yoshitomo was furious. He was like, "How dare you shoot at your older brother?" But Tametomo coolly replied, "Well, you're shooting at our father. Aren't you?" That shut Yoshitomo up real quick.
Haha, sounds like a family argument. Turned into a full-scale battle. That's like next-level sibling rivalry.
Totally. It's like something out of a battle anime. Who knew there were real-life brothers who fought like Rao and Kanshuro?
Yeah, it's like a real-life Fist of the North Star, no doubt.
In the end though, despite Tametomo's heroics, the retired emperor's side lost the Heian Rebellion.
So what happened to Tametomo after that?
After the defeat, Tametomo was captured by the emperor's forces. They cut the tendons in his arms. so he couldn't draw a bow anymore and exiled him to Izu Oshima Island.
Oof, if his tendons were cut, he wouldn't be able to use his bow, right?
You'd think so, but even after healing, Tametomo caused all sorts of chaos on the island. He even married the local governor's daughter, and pretty much became the ruler of the island.
Wow, he really couldn't stop causing trouble, could he? So how did this unstoppable force finally meet his end?
Well, he was eventually cornered by a government army, and in the end, he took his own life after killing his son. But before that, there's a story that says he sunk a ship with 300 people on it with just one arrow.
Of course, even his last moments are larger than life. Sinking ships with a single arrow? That's totally Gundam-level power.
Oh, and get this, in the 2012 historical drama Taira no Kiyomori, on the official website, they actually described Tametomo as a mobile suit from the Heian Era.
Haha, that's literally a Gundam reference.
Even when COVID-19 started, people began praying to Tametomo to help drive away the plague. Like he was some kind of spirit protector. He's definitely a warrior that transcends time.
No wonder he's called the Gundam of the Heian period. His superhuman strength and legendary stories are amazing.
Yeah, if Tametomo had lived longer, who knows, he might have changed the course of Japanese history.
His legend will definitely live on. Everyone, don't forget the epic tale of the historical Gundam, Minamoto no Tametomo.
See ya next time.